So if you play a drum, Native American flute, singing bowl, Himalayan singing bowl, Sansula kalimba, you'll have experienced how it can help regulate our mood, how it can slow down that monkey mind, that overthinking, how it can help us breathe deeper, how it can help ease stress and anxiety within the body. So today I wanted to share some ideas that I've been floating about in my mind about how we can use these four instruments together in combinations to help explore our creativity. And so whether you're playing these instruments for purely self-care, or whether you're a sound therapist, a sound healer, and you have your own practice and serving your community, or whether you're a sound artist and collaborating with other musicians. So I wanted to explore today, thought I could help you to delve deeper into how we can be more creative with these amazing instruments. And a lot of these instruments that I'm talking about, the singing bowl, the drum, the buffalo drum, I'm talking about the buffalo drum, and the native flute, these instruments here are handmade. And so every instrument has their own characteristics. And it's up to us to explore these characteristics of the instruments. And it's kind of like getting into the sandbox and just delving deeper into that and being really curious about how to play these instruments. And as I said, each handmade instrument has its own characteristic, and it's up to us to explore that. And so, for example, if you play a singing bowl and you might hit it a bit too hard, and you can hear the sound isn't quite resonating, it sounds uncomfortable. Same thing with the Native American flute. Every instrument is made differently. And so if we use too much breath, it sounds a bit uncomfortable, it sounds a bit gnarly. And so it's up to us to explore. And it's the other day I had a student, a beginner student, learning the Native American flute. And I asked her, how much time do you have, connecting with your flute, practicing? She goes, well, I don't have much time at all. And so that lesson there has prompted me to make this video. It really is important for us as I said, self-care or a sound therapist, to really explore these instruments, to gain as much information or building a relationship with these instruments, and ask yourself, well, what if I did play the drum with my hand? What if I did play with a different kind of mallet on the singing bowl? Well, what if I used less breath in this particular flute? And so it's up to us to build that relationship. And it is a relationship because we're connecting with that instrument. And so the more that we connect and understand the characteristics of these sound healing tools, sound therapeutic tools, the more that we can be really creative, understand the boundaries of what these instruments are capable of, and where we can take them for different moods, for example. So it's so that, look, there's so much creativity exploring these amazing instruments. So I'm going to share with you today combinations, how we can use in combination. So the flute and the singing bowl, the drum, the buffalo drum, and the Sansula kalimba. So first of all, when I was doing this video, I thought, what's this bowl? You know, this is a beautiful bowl. It was sitting around here. So I grabbed it, picked it up, played it. Oh, that's beautiful. And then I picked up my flute, one of my flutes. And so that sound, that harmonizes beautifully with this bowl. So it's up to us when we start combining these instruments together to explore, are they harmonizing together? So we want instruments that do harmonize together. Unless you're in a sound healing one-on-one session and you've asked your client about what they would like to gain. And so it's up to the therapist to understand the dissonance of sound. But if I was doing a sound bath session or playing in front of people, I would always want to harmonize these instruments together. But as I said, there's no, hard and fast rules. And that's where it's up to you as a person who plays these beautiful instruments. What are you after? What would you like? Harmonize or more dissonant sounds? I like to harmonize. So I'm going to play this beautiful flute here. This is actually a 432 hertz flute and the singing bowl. And then I'm going to play the medicine drum, but in a really creative way with the sansula together at the same time. Yes, no, I don't have 4 hands, I don't have 4 arms, just 2. But see how we can use these instruments to really explore our creativity. Be curious, exploration. Let's go. So as you can see, we can be really creative with our instruments. And it's up to us to be really explorative, and be really curious. What if I played it like this? What would it sound like? It is spending time in the sandbox, exploring. And so not only does creativity help us open up our mindset to be more positive, but it also plays out in many other parts in our life, through our work, through our other relationships. When we start seeing and being self-expressive through our creative play with these instruments. So I'm really curious, what instrument is your favourite for calming the mind, calming the nervous system? Leave it in the box below, the chat box, whatever you call it, below. I'd love to hear from you. I always love hearing from our subscribers. And if you haven't already, hey, hit the subscribe button. Fantastic. So thank you so much for your time and sharing that with me, your time with me. And I look forward to seeing you on our next video. I'm Peter Minter from Positive Music. Bye-bye.